It is hard to believe this 2016 Liberty coach is a 2016.
Yeah, how about it?
Got to be the best looking coach from the year 2016.
I would say it's one of them, there's no question.
And I heard it just became available on the market.
Yep, we just got it in here about a week ago. It's got 52,000 miles on it.
I got to ask you, Frank, how much money is it going to take for someone to become the next owner of this coach?
$1,895,000.
Wow, that's an incredible value, especially I think the new ones are pushing on 2.9 million.
Yeah, for sure, right?
What's the value in buying a pre-owned coach over other motorhomes out there?
The Prevost chassis, number one. You've got a piece of equipment that is going to be worth a significant amount of money more than a Class A over the long haul. You've got a coach here that's going to be good for 2.5 to 3 million miles. You have the Prevost network of service behind it. You have Liberty Coach behind it as well. So the value here is pretty strong.
Yeah, and with this Dean Laux paint job, this is a timeless looking coach. This style will never get old. Now, what else is going on with this particular coach?
Well, this is a quad slide. So this is one of the 3 or 4 quads that we build a year. The interior on it is pretty stunning. Paint job, as you alluded to there, is pretty cool and timeless. I mean, this is the first of the ones that had this striping arrangement on it. Some people call it piano keys, some people call it parking stripes. You know, there's all kinds of names for it. We had this one, we had another coach in 2018 or 19, I believe, and then we had one in 2020 that was similar to it. So we're pretty excited to have this coach back.
Now, what's the value in someone buying a pre-owned Liberty coach from Liberty Coach rather than a third party or a private party?
Well, the biggest thing there is the PDI process. I mean, we have some 275 points that we go through, and to make sure that the coach is mechanically sound, and we go through every aspect of the coach, not only mechanically, but in some points we do the cosmetics as well. It just kind of depends on the year model, but when we deliver the coach to the customer, we want to make sure that it's as close to being as good as new as possible. It's a used coach. It's not going to be brand new, but we're going to make it as close as we can.
Yes, sir. And when we get in on all the little details of this, even though this is a 2016, all of the fit and finishes are like brand new. What is it about Liberty Coach where the coaches seem to wear a lot better than other motorhomes out there?
Well, it has to do with the quality of the equipment that we do and the quality of our finish work. Like, for an example, the cabinetry work that's done, the way the cabinetry is built, the way it's installed. Even, I say, the situation as far as no squeaks and rattles to the first owner for the life of the coach. We go through the same process of getting rid of squeaks and rattles, if there is any, on a used coach during the PDI process. And the only way that we can do that is because of the way the coach was originally built. The soundness of the construction, the way that the countertops are done, the way that the flooring's done, all of that coupled with the high quality equipment that we buy to go into the coach all equates to a unit that looks almost new when people go into it. In fact, some people, when they go into our used coaches, can't believe that it is a used coach.
And I can't believe that you're able to warranty squeaks and rattles for the original owner. That's just unbelievable. Now, say someone got a squeak or a rattle and they bought a pre-owned coach like this. Is that something that you ever have? I know Liberty Coach owners, they want the best and they do not tolerate squeaks and rattles like you. Yeah. Is there a way to work through those where they would pay for it if it's not under a warranty?
We do, for sure. I mean, we have coaches that come in occasionally and people say, hey, listen, I got a squeak over here in this backsplash, or I got this, whatever. Sure, we go through and fix it, no problem. When you talk about that, and as far as to the first owner and the longevity of our used coaches, I mean, we had built a coach and delivered it to Charlie Daniels in May of 1994. Unfortunately, 2 years ago, Charlie passed away. That coach, when he passed, had probably around 2.5 million miles on it. It still had somewhat of the same interior. There's a few changes that we made through the years, but that coach was sound and he used it 287 days a year.
Wow, well, that's incredible. Well, I'm excited about this, Coach. You want to show us around what's going on?
So the quad slide, the doors are not going to go up as you traditionally will see on the passenger side. They're going to be hinged. So this is the first bay here on the passenger side. We have 2 independent slide-out trays. Again, these are Liberty Coach manufactured. They're the lowest profile in the industry to give you more interior height of the bay to be able to utilize. We have the tool drawer, like most all of our coaches, set up here. So we have the drawer arrangement here. There's some equipment that's yet in there.
Yeah, and I always like to get everybody a close-up of these bezels, the way everything in a Liberty coach is finished out, just incredible.
Our second bay here, again, our slide out tray, that's a 3/4 depth, so the other side is going to be open, which will catch on the other side of the coach. Drawer arrangement again here. Storage drawers. We got the video processor, sound processor unit up here as well.
Yeah, I want to point out that you were able to get to those drawers without really ducking down below the slide room. Do you know what the height is of this quad slide?
These bays in the coach are approximately 46 to 47 inches tall.
Okay, and then do you know the distance between the bottom of this slide room and the floor?
Right here, I'm going to say that's right around 5 feet. And then on the other side of the coach, it's going to be the same. And then as you get to the back slides, they get a little bit higher. But one other thing about the slide rooms that Prevost does is how they're finished, how they're radiused. There's no sharp corners. You're not going to bust your head open, you know, like some of these sharp corners on the Class A units and other slide rooms that are out there.
Yeah, and it's even painted below the slide room. Just incredible, all the detail that Liberty does.
On the quad slides, we shorten this second bay door. We add a second additional beam member in here so that we can do a complete slide out operation for the TV, so the doors can stay all closed and the sound bar is below as well. Then it tucks right up underneath the slide room, and it has locking positions to it as well, so if it's windy it won't move around.
It is very smooth the way that comes in and out. Is that built by Liberty
Yes.
Coach in-house?
This whole part is all built by Liberty Coach. Third bay on the passenger side is what we call our entertainment bay. We have storage here at the top.
Super clean. It's hard to imagine that this is a 2016.
More drawer storage in here.
Is that supposed to be lined with carpet? Or?
No,
Okay.
this is for the grill. You can put
Okay,
in it, yep.
yes sir.
And then we've got refrigerator here, and then more storage below.
Super clean.
Fourth bay on the passenger side. More storage drawers, lots of storage in the bays of the coach.
Yeah, the most base storage in the industry, I would assume.
I would say yes. Fuel fill, you can fuel the Prevost on both sides. So we've got fuel fill here on the passenger side, fuel on the driver's side. We've got 230 gallons of fuel capacity, which is the most that there is in the industry as well. Fifth bay on the passenger side, we've got the water compartment. You've got a hot and cold water sprayer here. We've got a 20-gallon stainless steel water heater. We have our stainless steel fresh water tank, and we've got the holding tank. Capacities on those are going to be about 160 gallons each. The Culligan reverse osmosis filtration system goes to the refrigerator and the ice maker. So you've got RO quality water there. You also have the tankless water heater. So the tankless water heater is supplying hot water specifically to the shower. Should the main hot water heater fail, you'd still have hot water to be able to go to the shower. We also have the ability to hook city water up on either side of the coach and fill the tank from either side. You can dump the fresh water tank from here, and you can also empty the holding tank from here or on the other side. Again, holding tank wise, like all of our coaches have been done for 40 plus years, the holding tank both has gray and black water together. And on the driver's side of the coach, we have the gray water bypass. So you can bypass the gray water away from the tank through a garden hose down through a storm sewer out onto the grass if you are allowed to in that area, which then gives you quite a bit of capacity then for just the toilet.
Noticing all kinds of different labels as we go through these bays.
Yep.
Is that something standard that you do?
Yes, we have done that since inception. We label everything, all the valves, all the switches, so that you don't have to go back to a manual to remember how to do something. This goes through how you fill the fresh water tank. There's other nomenclature out there as far as what buttons operate what for the awnings, if you need to operate those manually. All the valves for the water system and the hot water heating system tells you what it does, open or close, how many turns it should be open, everything.
A lot of coaches coming and going here. I heard this other 2016 might be available soon.
Yep, as soon as the people move in and out of it, then we'll get it all cleaned up, probably be available in the next week or so. It's a bath and a half, 2016 triple slide.
Just came in on trade on a 2023?
Yep. Sure
Nice.
did. So yeah, going through and talking about the labeling and all of that, we've done some, I think about 14 little video snippets of instructional items that we get asked through the weeks or days or whatever that we get phone calls on. So we're going to have those available specific to Liberty Coach customers on our website here real soon. Right rear engine compartment area, similar to most of our coaches that we have the box for storage here. A lot of people like to put cords or oil, something like that to store. We have the starboard side shore power inlet if you'd like to hook up there as opposed to hooking up with the cord reel, or if the cord reel fails, you have a secondary point to be able to get power into the coach. You got a 30 amp 220 outlet to be able to plug in, say, a stacker trailer when you're parked. You would not do that while you're going down the road. The engine compartment back in here for 2016 still looks pretty new back here.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is the same engine that you're using in the new 2023s?
Exactly, same identical. It has been the same setup since mid-2012s. So it's the 500 horse D13 Volvo, 1,850 foot-pounds of torque. We have the stainless steel belt guard cover here. Some people like it on, some people like it off. It just cleans everything up back here as far as that goes. We have the air belt tensioner for the belts, so the belts stay at the correct tension all the time, so you don't have to worry about belts coming apart because they're too tight or too loose, what have you. So again, this goes back to the experience that Prevost car has as far as building bus chassis. They build bus chassis for not only the motorhome industry, but for the tour industry, for the entertainer industry. They're getting on to be 100 years old, that company, and they've got hundreds of millions of miles of experience underneath them. The service network that they have is second to none. I think they've got 16 or 17 mobile vehicles out there now to be able to get to you if you need them. They've got a number of Prevost locations throughout the country, as well as partnered Volvo facilities, which you can find those on the PrevostMotorhome.com website. So all those service areas are located there. Plus Liberty Coach on its service, we have the Stuart, Florida location, as well as the North Chicago manufacturing plant in Illinois.
And we saw your Liberty Coach semi-trailer out at Sturgis. Sounds like there's quite a network set up.
Yep.
If people need service work.
And like you say, we saw the tractor trailer out in Sturgis. It was up in Petoskey, Michigan as well. We try and hit some of those resorts, plus the different clubs that are out there. And occasionally, if we're in the area and we've got a situation that comes up with a customer, they can come to us in those locations. We have to make some prior arrangements, but they can come to us there as well.
And I have heard, you know, on brand new coaches about technicians being on an airplane to cater to your customers.
Oh,
Now,
sure.
I don't know about on pre-owned, if you still ever do that, or...
If we have a problem that's serious enough out there, we'll put somebody on an airplane.
I respect that. Yes, sir.
So we have the fifth bay on the driver's side, which is our signature look that we've had. We've got the stainless steel fresh water tank, have the inlets for the city water tank fill, and we also have an inlet here to be able to wash out your holding tank. We have a stainless steel cover on the aluminum holding tank, and then when I talked earlier about the gray water bypass, this is the plumbing for that. We have the air operated dump valve, and again, you can dump our coach on either side. So we've got the cover that in place when you're going down the road to keep dust and dirt from coming up. You'd remove that, put the hose on, and then go ahead and put the cover back in place, and that keeps anything from crawling up there that we don't want to have in there.
And you're still using that design on the 2023s?
Yes, we are.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful, timeless look. Now,
This is the radiator for the 20 kW Kohler generator. This coach has the Master Volt system, so this was the last year model that we were using the Master Volt before we transitioned into the Volta, and then we had reduced the size of the generator at that point to the 12.5 kW from the 20 kW Kohler. So that's the radiator for the generator. In here we have storage, the Master Volt battery systems here. This is a spare shore power cable. We've got some belts here. Breakers, they're all labeled as far as what their distributions are for. And then we have 4 of the 3,500 watt Outback inverter units. This is where the driver's side fuel fill and the driver's side fill up for the DEF tank is. So it's all located in one position, so you don't have to move the coach to get to the DEF. When you're in a truck stop, it's all located right here. Once again, this goes along with the experience that Prevost has for over-the-road highway use coaches.
And I'm noticing, I don't know if I've ever asked, there's a little kind of tab here below the fuel.
Yep.
Oh, is that the lock?
That's the key that's to open the fuel door, so that's how we lock it.
You got to protect 230 gallons of diesel, yes sir.
This is our generator compartment, and we have a ladder that stores above. The generator rollout, the generator is sitting on airbags, so we've got a pressure regulator here that keeps the correct amount of pressure in the airbag suspension for the generator. Not bad looking for 2016.
Seriously, very clean. Well, and we talked about it in another video, how you went from the 20 kW to the 12.5. So this is probably overkill, the amount of energy this can provide.
There's no question. Not at all.
By the time this coach was built, your family had been putting lithium batteries in coaches for
7 years.
Wow.
We started in 2010. So by the time that this coach was built, we were getting into our 7th year, if you will. So it's something that has been specific and exclusive to Liberty Coach since 2010, which would have been coach number 718, which was the first one. And I believe this is coach number 805, if I'm not mistaken.
And as these battery systems start to age, you've got coaches over 10 years old with these lithium battery systems. How are they holding up over time?
They're going well beyond what our expectations were. We thought we were going to be right around 10 years. We're seeing much longer than that right now, because at this point in time, we're getting into our 13th year of starting with the Mastervolt units. We've got coaches out there that still have the original batteries in them, and they're still pumping right along.
Nice. So the 20 kW generator really was just overkill.
It always has been. I mean, you could run 2 coaches on that if you wanted to, depending on how your load was divided up, for sure.
Yes, sir.
So the second bay, driver's side, very clean distribution panel here for some of the power in the coach. You can store whatever you'd like to in here. We have the buddy plug, which we've had forever and ever, so that you can hook another coach up and run off your generator if you need to. Awning chairs are mounted on the doors. We've got 4 awning chairs that match the awnings on the roof of the coach. There's one mounted on the back side of each of the doors of the first and second bay. And we have the first bay on the driver's side. Lots of storage here, lots of height. Put a lot of stuff in there. Prevost service compartment, where your washer fluid is located for not only the headlights but the windshield washer. The front bumper goes down. We have the auxiliary air compressor, as well as sealed storage in there that's lighted as well. So got quite a bit of storage here. Time to look inside?
Yes, sir. So the interior of this quad slide is absolutely stunning. What's going on in here, sir?
Well, this is a couple years before we did the new look, so this interior is pretty timeless still. There's no question. A lot of good colors, a lot of good textures going on in here. This is the second year that we were getting into the new dash arrangement. So we had been transitioning through this in 2016 model year. So we've got the iPad arrangement here. You can see the different textures that are on the dash as far as the embossed leathers. There's, again, 18 different molds that go from the driver's side over to the passenger side that my brother Kurt developed to come up with this cockpit arrangement that's been very successful, and same as we do today on the new coaches.
How many quad slides does Liberty Coach convert every year compared to doubles and triples?
Well, we try and build around 14 units a year. Of that, we try and do between 3 and 4 quads. We'll probably have 2 double slides, and the rest will be triple slides.
Yeah, and this is the newest Liberty Coach available on the market right now, or do you have anything newer and nicer?
No, this would be the newest coach we have on the market right now. Yep.
Well, there's one thing I got to point out to the viewers while we're talking here. Such a cool design on this rug. Is this rug something that Liberty Coach does in-house, or?
No, this is something that we would research and source out. We wouldn't build this in-house, so this would be a sourced out piece, and like some of the other decor that's in the coach as well.
And this coach was designed by your sister-in-law, Kim?
Yeah, this was designed by my sister-in-law, Kim Conexeter, and it was done as a spec unit for us, so it did not have a customer's name when we were building it.
Nice, very classy.
Yep.
Just a timeless design in this coach. But what else is going on in this quad slide?
Well, we've got the galley on the slide itself over here on the passenger side, so we've got a lot going on here to get the hoses and water and electrical into the slide room. We've got the oven after that, and the refrigerator after as well. So, you know, sometimes the quads get kind of tight on their galley arrangement, but I think this worked out really well to give a good sized galley. We've got a chair here, and this chair actually slides in and out of the slide room floor to be able to give more room when both slides are in. So when both slides are out, then you can slide this out, and that allows the footrest to be able to come out. So it gives you more room, and a little desk arrangement there if you'd like. And then we've got room for a wireless printer. We've got the surround sound processor unit located in here.
Yeah, and all the little details like the lighting.
Yep.
It's incredible.
We even have a nice little pocket area here for the rechargeable flashlight.
Oh, nice.
All kinds of little touches there.
Yes, sir. And the wood floors continue the same floors on the slide room and throughout the entire coach. Do you know?
Try and grain up everything in here. Yep.
Yeah. What type of a floor is in these coaches?
This is going to be a vinyl back with a veneer face to it, so it's very rugged. It's very, very light, and it also is thin. So being light, it's very thin, and you have to make sure that the subfloor underneath is perfect. Otherwise, it'll start to telegraph the imperfections through there. So there's a lot of labor and a lot of love, if you will, that goes into this floor to make it perfect. Galley here, you've got a nice trash drawer located here. Kitchen sink area with a cover that makes it totally flush. Cooktop back here, again a cover that's totally flush to it. It's a Gaggenau cooktop unit. We have a Miele microwave oven that's also a convection oven as well. Keurig coffee maker. We always try and find a place to put the paper towels to hide them so they're not cluttering up the cabinets. Our drawers all finished, lined as well, and again for a used coach it's been clean.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
Dinette arrangement, pretty much signature arrangement for Liberty Coach is the breakfast bar. It was something that we started back in the mid-2000s or maybe a little earlier than that, and has been one of the most popular arrangements that we've got. You have a TV here that can also be a computer monitor. You've got a TV that comes down in the slide room, so you can watch TV going down the road. People can back here. And there's also a 55-inch TV that comes down from the front overhead that swings down.
Now, most of these coaches are built for two, but is there any extra sleeping in this coach?
Yeah, this couch here will go down electrically, and it's basically almost a full-size mattress.
Yeah, and this is a great floor plan with a split bathroom there, so the head area can still be utilized if you have guests.
Exactly. So we have the ability to get into the bathroom area from both the front and the rear. So if the hallway is closed down, you still are not locked out of the bathroom.
Nice. And then is there a door here?
Yeah, there's a door right here, a pocket door that goes across the hallway. It's air operated, so again that'll close down this portion of the coach. And for an example, on this type of an arrangement, my wife and I, Denise, will close this off and we'll transition through the bathroom back and forth so we can keep the back end of the coach private. But then you do have a big vanity area here in the rear, and the showers in the rear as well. This then going into the slide rooms in the back, we've got the king size bed. This is standard size slides on either side, so you are able to keep all of the windows open. So we've got a lot of window forward and after the slides on both sides.
Yeah, a lot of room back there, and I think we kind of walked by this refrigerator. There's a lot going on in this hallway here.
Got the refrigerator here, this nice pantry refrigerator with the freezer below. You got a nice big pantry arrangement here, lots of room, lots of storage.
And just so well lit up and so clean inside of these cabinets.
We've got the Bosch washer dryer unit here. The door opens this way, so it's a little tight to try and get in that way. And we've got a closet going through here with drawers below.
And every cabinet that we open up our closet is very well lit, very bright. And then this hardware is just incredible how high end of a finish that is.
You know, nice upholstered panel here with the studs on here. We saw that on a brand new coach here recently, so that still, you know, gives us a lot to work with, and it's timeless. And another closet as we get into here. We've got a lot of storage in here for a quad slide for sure. Hamper below, curved TV that was pretty popular at that point, and this cabinet actually fits the radius of that TV. So when my brother Kurt designed this, it all is at the same radius. All kinds of big drawer space underneath here.
Yeah, and talking about that radius, it's really incredible. You can't really tell where the slide room starts and stops the way this
flows all the way through. Big vanity here. This is a really great area for ladies to work with. We've got a closet back here as well.
This is a really popular floor plan. Some people like this better than the bath and a half.
Sure, it affords you more closet space, more storage doing this as opposed to a bath and a half. A bath and a half is very popular, but there are people that have gone from bath and a half coaches to non-bath and a half coaches because of the additional storage space.
Well, I think with this floor plan, having the shower split and separated from the toilet, you got to use this area back here to get ready, and then the head can still be utilized.
Exactly. Big shower back here, same size shower that we have in the bath and a half units. Same idea, stainless steel pan for the shower itself. That's manufactured by Liberty Coach, installed on the floor, and then the mud and tile are done. Rock wall is done in here, so once again, we're not going to have any water impregnate the walls or get out of the shower area ever.
Now, to the original owner of that coach, that's under the
lifetime workmanship warranty.
Yes,
absolutely,
sir.
No question. Lots of storage underneath in the vanity area here. That goes way back in there.
Just in the wrapper like it was brand new. It's hard to believe this coach is 6 years old.
We have done no work to this coach since we got it in. Nothing.
Now, the PDI process, even though you haven't done any work, what does this go through before someone takes delivery?
It's about 2.5 to 3 weeks, depending on how busy the shop is. So it's going to be, we can say, an average of 3 weeks to run the coach through our PDI process. Any coach that we do, if the tires are over 4 years old, we're going to replace those. Then it's balanced and trued and alignment is done. That's major on our aspect. And from there, it goes into the shop, and we have a full PDI list, which is about 275 items. We'll go through each one of the systems. We'll check to make sure that they all function. If they don't, it gets replaced or it gets fixed. There's a number of things that may be found over and above that. So it's very easy to see a PDI come through that could be $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 through our shop to make sure that the coach is as in the wrapper as it can be for the new customer.
Well, this is an incredible opportunity for someone. I'm going to try to get this video edited quickly because I know this coach. The last one got sold before I even got the video live, but I'm going to try to get this out as quickly as possible. So if someone wants to become the next owner of this coach or some of the other inventory that's coming and going here at Liberty Coach, who should they get a hold of?
Well, the best thing to do is go on the website, peruse through there. You can email directly out of the website. It'll come to me, and then I'll make sure that it gets answered immediately. You can also email in to coachsales@libertycoach.com, or you can also call into the office at 800-554-9877, and we'll be all over it.
Frank, I greatly appreciate you taking the time to share this beautiful Liberty Coach with myself and the folks out on YouTube. I also greatly appreciate all of you out there subscribing to the channel and liking these videos. I hope you're all having a great day. Thanks again.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, Andrew, and let's do more of these.
Sounds good.